Hey guys, welcome to Rimworld. I haven't played Rimworld on my channel since, it's gotta be since they released the full game. But I'm coming back because I want to do a complete playthrough, and on Naked Brutality. I pretty much figured that this is going to take us through the ages in the game. I'm on Cassandra Classic Merciless difficulty. We're in like a fairly decent part of the world, but I think that it's going to be challenging because I've never played through a full game and I've never actually beaten the game. Like, I've done all these strange, weird scenarios, but I've never gotten, like, my pawns into pods and launched them into space. So, if you're not familiar with Naked Brutality, basically, you're naked and alone with nothing in the middle of wilderness. It's pretty difficult, but I tried a lot of ice sheet playthroughs or like sea ice playthroughs before this to see if I could manage it, and it was basically impossible. So you need to be a genius in the game in order to do that. So in order to gain skill in the game, I've decided to try this playthrough. Anyway, let's start off with our character. Our character's name is Prophet. I did go through Prepare carefully so I could get some customization on him, but I didn't go over the point limit because I would feel guilty if I did that. So it is like a fair playthrough. It's just, it would take me a really long time to re-roll to get such a good character. Or the type of character that I need for this, because I need him to have certain things. Childhood, he's an orphan, which means that he's very social. Left alone in the world without parents, Kevin did the best he could to adapt. And as an adult, he was a corporate builder, so this is going to make him good at social and construction. The reason I chose these two traits is because he needs to work pretty quickly at the beginning, and construction's a very valuable trait altogether. He's incapable of artistic, but I don't really care about that. That's needed only later. He's not very, I can't remember what you call this, passionate about learning skills, so you won't learn them as quickly, but he's got pretty good base stats. The traits that I needed from him were, I just didn't need him to have, mental breakdowns, so I chose Iron-Willed, Jogger, and Industrious. There's no more traits than that, though, so good traits, but I figure that it's a decent handicap for such a good character. In terms of our world, I decided to land more or less at the middle of the world. Like I said, I've been doing all these sea ice playthroughs, so it's gonna feel good to do something like this. Anyway, it made me way better at things like trading and other stuff that I don't really typically do in my playthroughs. Anyway, I chose this landing spot because if I could just zoom back out to the world for 1 second. Where the hell am I? Oh, there I am. It has I don't know. I'm not even sure I know how to toggle the. Oh, you gotta click it twice. Sorry. Alright, so terrain. This place has granite, marble, and limestone. That's 2 out of 3 that I want. I want marble so that they can make their homes out of it eventually. Limestone's, I'm indifferent with that. It's fine stone. Granite is very, very hard and good to work with. So those are good elements. The temperatures in the year means that we probably, unless if it's a cold snap, won't ever have to worry too much about heat. We're starting out in, I think it's, spring. So yeah, we're off to a pretty good start, and it's 275 by 275, and ooh, there is a herd of muffalo over there. I may use them because they have very good carrying capacity. And that steel also could make for a good first home, because I sure as hell am not going to have an easy time of it right here. I don't want to move around too much, so let's just look around for a base location. The one thing that would have been good would have been if I had found Blarg. What? Oh, if I had found more mountains, that would have been nice. But I'm thinking we're going to have to make our first home out of wood, and we probably won't want to be too far from that steel, so let's just look at some of these trees. These trees are not very well. This tree is pretty well grown. What about this one? That's alright. Probably use some of these. I'm really interested in that herd of muffalo more than anything else. But it's come to think of it, I probably won't even be able to tame them because he's not even very good with animals yet. So let's just say screw that. These trees over here look pretty well grown, so let's move over here. Alright, Prophet, you're going to go over here, and let's just start giving him a couple of trees to chop. 100 lack strange weapon, unhappy nudity, colonist needs beds. Alright, so, naked brutality, you do start off with a little bit. I haven't really done much of this scenario. But yeah, it's going to be pretty miserable. Oh, and I'm also on Cassandra Classic Merciless. I chose that because I wanted a tough playthrough. I don't want it to go easy on me, but I don't want to get events out of order. I've been sent like pods of aliens before, just out of space with Randy Random. And although it's probably the most fun way to play the game, I just want the difficulty to be like, I want it to go up in a normal uniform pattern. Let's have him take down a few of these trees, but not all of them, only because I want him to have some time to find food for tonight. He also doesn't have a ranged weapon, so I think that the best way to get food would just be to harvest some berry bushes. I'm just pretty much going to scour the map for these. It's crazy because when you're in the sea ice biome, you need to spend the entire day looking around for snow hares. Let me just use the hotkey for these. Why? Actually, I could, to be fair, just like one way, if you don't have good eyes and you want to do that, I guess I could just do this. But then I'd also be harvesting heal roots, and I don't really need heal root. Alright, so we're going to put him to work. I'm just going to speed up time for a little bit here, and we'll probably give him a zone to dump this stuff off in. Now, we're going to have our first house made of wood, so it doesn't really make a difference to me whether or not we're next to a cliff. Eventually, that might be nice, yeah, but can we... We could probably even just use this limestone for it. Assuming that there's nothing behind that limestone, and it's pretty small, so I assume that there's no, you know, like sarcophagi in there or anything like that. But, no, the rest of the world looks okay. This one's made of granite, which is strong, so that would make for a pretty decent home. I mean, it is 5 by 7. Maybe I should have looked at that first. Alright, I think limestone will do just as well, though, and he'll probably be pretty happy there. I could make it a little bit larger, but I can always expand. Alright, let's deconstruct that, and I'm just going to have him prioritize that really quick. And let's just have him go to structure, door. And I think he's going to get the berry bush first. I was trying to think of how I should prioritize his movements, because oftentimes you don't really have that much time. Okay, great. He's moving the wood to the blueprint. And now he's going to house a home. Make a house a home. A roof a home is what I meant to say. Alright, we're just going to let him go pick berries while I do this. I'm going to slow down time a bit, though. Let's go to orders. Now, let's see the temperature. Outdoors, 20 degrees Celsius. So, this means that probably a lot of the food that I pick will spoil. So, I'm going to leave some of the berries unpicked. Though I don't think that food's really going to be a major issue here. I think it's just going to be exposure and attacks are going to be the main thing that hurt me. Okay, we got limestone blocks. I'm going to set up some stockpile zones inside, maybe perhaps inside my house. The other good thing here that I actually didn't even see is that we've got that geyser. So if it gets cold, we could build a room over the geyser. Which will make us warmer because we'll take advantage of the heat that rises out of it. And later on when we get geothermal vents, this is way later down the line we can use it, but I'm sure there's other places that we could go to. Alright, where is our colonist? Prophet. And let's just check out his needs. He's probably got a lot of optimism for it being a new colony, but he's also basically got everything that you would expect. Soaking wet, ate without table, hungry, naked. We're going to give him, like, some basic furniture as soon as possible, because otherwise he's just going to be really unhappy. I just want to make sure that he has food, though, too. Wow, you can botch... I didn't even know that you could botch harvests. I knew that you could botch constructions, but that makes me a little bit scared for plants. Alright, let's give him a sleeping spot here. I should not have done that. I didn't expect him to go to sleep right now. And we're also going to unrestrict everything, only because if we give him anything at every time of day, he's just going to do whatever he wants. Let's just give him some other order. Haul limestone blocks. He should go to... Oh no, I thought that he would go to sleep. Alright. Great. Alright, in the meantime, let's give him a basic table to eat at. Otherwise, he's going to be pretty unhappy. And we're also going to see if we can get some light going in here. We'll get a torch lamp. Wood is not an issue whatsoever, so we can use as much of that as we please. It's a little bit cramped in here, though, so I might deconstruct some of the rest of it. Naked, recreation unfulfilled, unsightly environment, slept in the cold, naked, hungry, yeah, recreation, we gotta get him some of that, too. Alright, let's see. Is that under misc? They changed it, they got rid of the old, you know, horseshoes. I miss the horseshoes. No, okay, there we go. Oh, no! I am a liar. Why did I had like a hoop in my last play. I did not know that happened. Okay, let's give him this. Oh, I keep on forgetting that we don't have to do everything in the house. I had this memory of playing on the sea ice biome, and you basically have to do everything in one room whenever you do that. Okay, let's just look at our room's beauty. Rather tight, impoverished, mediocre, neutral, clean. Okay, so that's true. It's clean in here. But let's, when he gets up, just have him deconstruct some of this wall. Only because I think it needs to be 5 by 5 in order for him to not feel cramped in it. Or something around that order. Once he does get up, let's see, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go 5 by 5 just to be safe. Okay, we'll do that. We'll have slightly different walls, but we've already got these nice, I guess, limestone floors. And that's pretty good to work with. We'll probably replace the rest with wooden floors. Okay, what is he doing? So he's going to consume the berries all the way over there. Alright, he's recreation deprived, so maybe he'll go back and do some joy. Do joy, Prophet. I like his name, though. Like, it came out good. I feel like for a solo guy living out alone in the world, all on his own, Prophet is a pretty decent name. Okay, good. He's actually doing a little bit of recreation. My main thing is I don't want him to snap. If he snaps, then that means I have nobody, and there's nobody else in this colony, and that's why he's iron-willed. That's very important that that happen. Okay, good. So he's deconstructing these. Let's just keep an eye on temperature. Temperature can sneak up on you if you're not careful. 22 degrees Celsius, that's fine. Okay, let's look at floors. Sandstone, flagstone, I don't know which of these floors is the most beautiful. Sandstone tile. He needs sandstone blocks. Do we even have sandstone blocks? We have limestone blocks. Though I don't believe I can make limestone. If I hold down, can I? Yes, I can. Okay, so then we'll do that. Alright. Limestone tile going down on the floors. I don't know which one is the most beautiful. I know that marble is very beautiful, but I think it's also going to take a long time to mine it. And I can't see any of it, like, out in the open, actually. I would probably have to, you know, carve it from chunks. So eventually we will want to move up to marble, only because it's going to make our colonists happier, which is really, really important. But not right now. Yeah, let's just see. We probably have the technology for beds. We have the technology for beds. Alright, we'll deconstruct the sleeping spot, and we're gonna make a bed in here. Double bed? Nah, fits 2 people. I don't think it's actually gonna make him any happier. Alright, Prophet, what are you doing? Okay, he's hauling berries. Now, my next thing is that I'm gonna want to prioritize, since he's got some basic needs met now. Unsightly environment. I don't know if that's just because of, like, the world around him sucking, or if it's because of his room. I think that his room is fairly decent. Cleanliness is at minus 0.4. Average size, somewhat poor. Oh, you know what I could start to do is I could put in a little bit of furniture, only because that's going to make him a bit happier. Placing more than one end table near the bed is the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Place this here. And we don't have enough for that. I could put in a dresser, and I think that also gives a comfort bonus. Okay, so I'm going to put in a dresser. And I think that's going to be enough to make him kind of happy with it. Impressiveness, 41. Decent, somewhat poor. Average size, neutral, clean. Tell me what you're thinking. He's relaxing socially at a table alone. Kind of like me in middle school. Alright, we'll let him do that for now. For now. I think we need more wood, though, so I'm just going to chop down some of these trees. These look fairly well grown, and I also want to get them out of the way. Okay. So once he finishes this off, I'm thinking that the next priority, we want to also make sure that he's assigned to all work. Good. Okay, and the only thing that he couldn't do, as we said before, was art. But that's kind of like a long-term priority. We don't want to worry about that right now. Okay, great. Actually create your own bed. Yes, you have to build your bed tonight if you want to sleep in it. The next thing I might end up doing, but I don't want this room to get too hot. No, prioritize building your bed, dude. Gotta sleep in that bed. This isn't very good for him, because it's kind of like interrupting his sleep. I was thinking that he would do that anyway. But yeah, defenses would be really, really important, because we're gonna get a first raid, and I think it's gonna be a guy with a club. That's usually the first raid, like a fairly strong iron club, too. So, I don't know if we'll be okay for that. That's one of my main worries. If I could get some defenses up and like a ranged weapon, that would be ideal. So what I think I'm gonna do next is to get an arc, like, only because it sneaks up on you, and I don't want to die immediately. I'm gonna get a crafting spot going. Crafting spot. Should be under production. Crafting spot, and we'll also give him a butcher spot as well. In case if that should happen, but I don't think it's even gonna happen. We're gonna make a bill, add bill, make... Bleh. I don't know if knife is better than stats. I don't even think I can get stats on it. Okay. Then we'll go with an old reliable club, and we'll also make a bow so that he can hunt. Okay, Prophet, you sleep well, because you're probably gonna be attacked in a few days. Time. I could get him a little bit better with hunting, but I still think that the way that he gets into combat, we're gonna be way better off if he just goes straight into melee combat with this guy. Only because I've screwed up with the bows before. So I don't trust them anymore. Okay, let's just double check this room now. Mediocre, somewhat poor, rather tight, neutral. Is it really rather tight? I think that's plenty of room for one person. I personally think. Oh, but you know what? I didn't even notice that there was dirt right there on the floor. Is there anything else on the ground? Alright, let's just go into the beauty menu. Alright, so it's fairly decent in this room. I think that this room looks great. Now let's just see what he's thinking. Malnourished, naked. Okay, we have to take care of those things now. Let's just harvest some of these berries so that he can eat them. And stop relaxing socially. Sometimes you do have to, like, you know, nudge him into doing it. Like, he's not always going to do the best thing for himself. He's kind of an idiot. Visitor, okay. A military officer from the Confederation of Delon is visiting the college. His name, she has a few items to trade. We probably won't really have anything for her because I haven't mined any steel yet. I could mine steel right now, like, oh yeah, wait a minute, I'll mine some steel. You just wait right there. But, nah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Now, I'm wondering about... Oh, actually, we've got a fairly decent amount of time before our food spoils. I was a little bit worried about that. Okay, let's have him harvest more of these berries, only because we have more time. I thought that we would have less time for those berries to spoil. Maybe if it gets really hot, like if it goes up another 10 degrees, and it is going to be summer, that's true, so these berries might start to spoil. But one thing I could start to do is, now that I think of it, I could get a grow zone going. Let me just pick somewhere that's going to get a lot of sunlight. So, my house is actually right here. I don't want that to get in the way. And I'm thinking that in general, we want to be moving toward the mineral deposits. Only because that's going to... But we also don't want it to be too far away, so I'm going to... No, don't hide. I'm going to delete that. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to have a growth zone. Let's just do it right out in front of our house, because I'm mainly worried that I we'll have to spend too much time walking. Walking speed, and this is the reason why I chose Jogger, can be like a hidden time waster all over this game. All right, let's see. What else? Jet, I'm sorry I don't have anything to trade with you. I have 23 berries. I will be basically useless if I do that. And what did I... Oh, shoot. I forgot what to grow. Potato plants are fine. I'm pretty sure that's okay, yeah. I'm just going to leave him with that. And also, you'll notice the main thing I was worried about is I don't want this grow zone to be too large, only because a lot of this food will go to waste if I use it. That might even be a bit big right now, but who knows, maybe we'll end up with another colonist and they'll both be starving in a week. Oh yeah, look at you, Jet. Eating your fine meal at my table, holding your gun. Probably the next thing I'm going to want to do is get him some clothes. Because that's just serving a massive detriment to his, happiness all the time. Basically constantly. Is he crafting yet? Has he crafted? No, I mean, he's going to make a bow. In fact, I might want to prioritize him crafting, only so that we can gift from the Confederate. Oh, wow, he left me 122 silver. I was hoping that he would leave me some clothes or something like that, but I don't think that's going to happen. You know, we could live without pants. That's pretty much perfectly fine. All right, profit has stabilized now, I'd say. Unsightly environment. This place is kind of unsightly. I wish I didn't have to look at all this. I'm trying to think of other things that I could do to make it nicer. I could probably use nicer materials, to be fair. Limestone is... Oh, you know what? He keeps getting dirt all over the floor. We need... You're getting dirt all over my rug. Ah, Jesus. Alright, finish sowing them crops, Prophet. Eat them berries. And, you know, the heal root's gonna be good, because later on we might need... A mad rat! Okay. Oh, shit. I wish that I had made a club. Can you go inside right now and make a club, Prophet? Will you have enough stuff? Only because the mad rat's gonna get very close, and he's gonna have to, you know, fight him with, shit. Oh, okay. He's gotta get more wood to make the club. I lost track of the mad rat. I didn't think that mad rat would be my first encounter. I thought I'd have more time and I'd have a tougher enemy, which is why I was waiting for it. But I guess now's better than never. Alright, we are going to be protected by that door, and this giant thing that looks like a very long turd is going to eventually become a club. Or, you know... Okay, equip the wooden club, Prophet, and as much as I can, I'm just going to try to ignore the rat. Okay, the rat is not ignoring me. And great, we made it out of that without any scratches. Holy shit, I didn't think that that would work. Alright. Rat is dead, deteriorating because of unroofed outdoors, but it is another meal, and we didn't get rabies. Really, the fact that we didn't get rabies is the main win, and it speaks highly of Prophet's combat skills. Let me just see, what is he in melee? He's got 4 melee, he's not that bad at melee, so that's kind of a relief. Need defenses, low food, hunter lacks range weapon. Yeah, he will do all that soon. Soon, and very soon. Okay. Okay, the one area that probably we're doing a lot better than we did with our ice sheet playthrough, because I did tribal ice sheet, is that we actually have some technology researched. And that's the reason why I don't have to really think about that at all. I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. So I think once he sows this field... Yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to call it there for a day. We killed a rat, we got our basic base set up, and we're actually ready to survive. What do you think of me playing on Vanilla? I wanted to... I've heard a few calls to just play the game the way it's intended to be played. And I thought it would be just fun to do it with Rimworld as I learn the game again. But let me know any tips that you have, because I'll definitely need them. And, note on Kenshi. So since Kenshi didn't win the vote for the game to play, but I still love Kenshi, I'm actually streaming Kenshi right now. 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Times as of this recording. Time subject to change. But Kenshi, be on the lookout on Twitch. Possibly multi-streaming to YouTube. And yeah, I don't really know what to do with the VODs, but Kenshi is a ton of fun. So if you came for Kenshi, that's there. Possibly coming here. All right, thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.